This is Juan Marshall for Pro-Am Fight Talk. I'm here with Tony Mo Better Jetter at Millersville and Club One Fitness. He's getting ready for a big fight, at least in Virginia. On the other end, we're talking about Jimmy Lange he's fighting up against. To him, maybe nothing to lose, but to Jimmy, a lot to lose maybe if he loses this fight. But here we are with Tony Jetter. How's it going?
Thanks, Juan. It's going great. Just a little bit over a week out, and it's going to be a super exciting fight. So anybody that hasn't got their tickets yet, go get your tickets. You're going to be in for a treat. Everybody will get their money's worth.
Tell me something. You just came off a fight just a little over 3 weeks ago, and it was a 5th round TKO victory. So basically you used that fight now is like almost like a stepping stone and the process of getting ready for the Lange fight. You can just look at it that way, right?
It was a good warm-up. I think Tyrell will be way stronger than Jimmy. I mean, shit, the kid was like a light heavyweight.
Yeah, he was a big guy.
He was a big kid. He was hard, punched really hard. No, it was good because I haven't fought since February, so it was good to get in there. You can spar all you want, you can hit the mitts all you want. Bad work, but there's nothing like that live fire coming back and just getting in there and feeling it, and you know. So I felt good to do the 5 rounds, and I was happy. And everything went as planned, and now we're ready for the biggest local showdown in the last 30 years. There's no bigger showdown. Jetter Promotions versus Lange Promotions, October 27th, the Patriot Center. If you haven't got your tickets, go get your tickets now.
Speaking on that fight, what brings on that fight?
Did I tell you how it happened?
No.
JD Brown called me like one day, you know, I don't know, 8 months ago or whenever it was. He's like, hey, you want to fight Lange? And I was like, really? Like, I thought it was like they were trying to punk me. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
Did you ask him where did this come from? Did you ask?
Yeah, he said, you know, it'd be a good fight, good local showdown, you know, and I totally agree. You know, and I wouldn't have took the fight if I didn't think I could win the fight. Ultimately, because we're doing our own thing right now. We have Jetter Promotions, which we're doing really good. We'll be back in 2013 to really get on the grind for the Maryland boxing, really get it going. So we're really excited about that. But right now, like, I just think ultimately, I'm like here. I'm rising right now. I feel like my stock's going up. I feel good, calm. I feel in phenomenal shape. I know there's not going to be one iota of anything that I won't be able to go 10 rounds. Like, I know, like, I can go 10 rounds easily. I've been 8. I was bouncing the 8th round. I just went 5, and I could have easily went 15 that night.
Yeah. Speaking of rising, your last fight, it puts you ranked 30th.
30th in the world.
You know, in the world. You know, out of hundreds of fighters, ranked 30th. How does that make you feel? Thousands, yeah, thousands of fighters.
It's an honor. I mean, it's an honor to be a part of the WBC. I think they like me, and I think I'm going to come back in 2013 and defend my title, and I'm going to keep climbing the ladder, you know, as I keep gaining each step going forward, you know, and ultimately it's getting the top 15, you know. So the WBC really happy with me, and I'm really happy with the bond that Jetter Promotions has formed with the WBC.
Yeah, talking about, you know, your ranking and going back to the Jimmy Lange fight, it's like you have nothing to lose. You keep your ranking. It's just another fight for you without anything on the line.
I have everything in the world to win. Jimmy Lange, he's supposed to beat me. He's got more knockouts than out of fights. If he beats me by decision, okay. If he stops me, okay. But if I stop him, if I beat him, if it goes the distance, it's close, they give it to him, you know, the kid, there's so much for him to lose and everything in the world for me to gain.
Speaking on that, does that build up your confidence going into this fight, knowing that alone? Because when you know you don't have anything to lose, why not fight hard?
Yeah, no, my confidence is always going to be high. Like, I never go into a fight not lacking confidence. I mean, everybody's a little nervous. I mean, you wouldn't be human if you weren't nervous. Every single fighter from Tyson on, you know, had them butterflies. But I think ultimately, Yeah, I'm totally confident. I wouldn't have took the fight if I didn't think I could win. I mean, I'm not making a ton of money. I mean, I'm getting an okay payday. But I mean, we're doing shows here, and I'm doing well. You know what I mean? I could do the same thing here. I just think ultimately it's a good fight. It's a good local showdown. It pits two guys that love the fight. I mean, Jimmy Lange is a warrior. I'm a fan of his. Like, I've been a fan of his ever since he first turned pro at Michaels. I've seen so many of his fights, and I've never hated on Jimmy Lange. I've always thought the world of him. I think he, you know, and I'll always, to the day I die, he's done more for this area than any other fighter, and I totally believe that.
You know, knowing how you feel about him, and have you seen the interview that I done with
No, I heard
Jimmy?
about it, though.
You heard about it? If you have a chance to look at the interview, and I asked about the same kind of situation, he says that I don't like the guy, talking about yourself.
That's cool. Hey, no matter what's said, we get to the weigh-in, you know, just how I was saying before, people, I'm going to be medieval when we hit that ring. Like, when we hit that ring, we're going to see blood. But the day before, like, it's not gonna bother me up or down if he's like, oh, you suck, you know, you're an asshole, like, it's not gonna bother me, because I already feel everybody's against me. I always do. I've told you that before. I feel like my back's against the wall all the time. So I feel like everybody is phony. No, you know what I mean? I keep that in my mind all the time. That doesn't, I can still be nice. Like, I still like everybody. I like Gene. I like, you know, very few people I don't like in boxing. That's, you know, and I don't know if everybody else feels that way about me. If they do, that's great. If they don't, whatever. But I still like Jimmy. I think Jimmy's an awesome fighter, and I think, you know, it'll be a privilege to be in the ring with him on the 27th, because I think we're gonna make magic. I think we're gonna give a local showdown like people pay to see on HBO, pay-per-view, or whatever. I mean, we're gonna give the local fans a night of entertainment. You know, and they haven't had this type of entertainment in a long time. You know, so October 27th, Jeter Promotions is rolling into the Patriot Center to take on Lange Promotions, aka Ice Promotions, aka Johnny Lange Promotions, aka JD Brown Promotions, aka Jimmy Lange Promotions. But Jeter Promotions is coming October 27th. Get your tickets, because it's going to be a phenomenal card. And I heard they were on the news today. They didn't get me on. I mean, why they're not giving me the PR? I mean, I'm a good-looking guy, I'm a white guy. I think we would draw well. I could talk a little bit, and I think it would have been good for the public to, you know, have a view of me. You know, I could talk a little bit myself, and I think it would have been good for the promotion. But I think we're still going to do well. I think there's a lot of buzz, and people are really excited for this type of fight. I mean, it's going to be two warriors going head to head, and I totally believe we're going to meet in the middle, and we're going to just wreck it out. So
you think it's going to be a huge Jeter following coming to the Patriot Center for you?
I think so. I think we're going to have a bunch of people out there. A lot of people, you know, are really excited about it, and they're, you know, how could they not be excited? I mean, has there been any big local fights lately? I mean, matching local against local, who has there been?
I think this is probably like one of the most largest in a while.
Hey, in a long time. You know, there hasn't been this type of showdown in a minute. And, you know, you got to give kudos to JD Brown and Jimmy Lange and all them for making this fight. You know, I think ultimately it's a really good fight. It's a good card. I mean, shit, the card from top to bottom. Brandon Quarles, John Mackey, good fight. I'm the Lean and Mark Baltimore. Zane Shaw and Yorgi Amir is a good fight, and they always do that. You know, I always joke, it's like JD Brown is matchmaking and he's driving a Lamborghini, meaning the Patriot Center. When we do the shows here, I'm driving a Pinto, you know, so it's hard, you know what I mean? You know, ultimately you try to build it up to get to that Lamborghini, but they're there already, and they always have phenomenal top flight cars. So once again, I'm excited. This will be my 4th time fighting on the Patriot Center, and I think the people there like me.
Speaking on, you know, you fought there 3 times already on undercards of Patriot Center. How does it feel Well, I can't say because you've been you know.
I've always been the
Exactly.
I've
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
always shined there.
But knowing you know you were there fighting when Jimmy Lane was fighting someone else at the main event. How do you feel being the main event?
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna tell you, the brighter the lights are, the better I shine. I literally, the more people, the better. I love it. I feed off of that. You know, that's something where I'm not a gym fighter. A lot of people, you know, when they're protected in their closed environment, they do really well. You take them out in the bright lights and they just shut down. I'm the exact opposite. You know, the brighter the lights, the brighter I shine. So I'm excited. Now, you know, just like I said, it's an honor to be in the ring with Jimmy. I mean, I totally think it's going to be a phenomenal show. And, you know, the opportunity I have, I'm going to make the most of it.
Yes. But speaking on opportunities, Jimmy's 37. You're 36. You'll be 37 in December.
December.
Yeah. With you guys' age and with the youth of the prospects that's coming up now, where do you guys see yourselves?
I know I'm only gonna box another year. Probably do 4 or 5 more fights, and that's it. You know, I do it because I like it. You know, obviously you want to get to right now. Just as I said, I'm rated 30th in the WBC, so I'm trying to climb up the ladder. Who knows? You know, boxing's so crazy, you just don't know. I feel like we have a good connection with the WBC. So who knows? You know, a couple fights, you know, I'm rated in the top 15, and you just don't know from there where you go. You know, boxing's you're always one punch away from the victory. So but I look at myself to box another year and continue to promote when I'm done boxing.
Yeah. So when you get to the Patriot Center, when that night comes, what is going to be going through your head? Closer and closer and closer when you're going through each fight. Okay, the first fight went on, the second fight went on, the third bout, fourth bout. Next thing you know, yours getting closer and closer. Your hands getting wrapped. How intense are you?
Kill. That's what's going through my mind. Kill. All that friendly, hey, what's up? Kill. You know, it's like Jekyll and Hyde. And I'll be Hyde the day before because I don't need to be a dick at the weigh-in. I'm just not going to be that way. Like it's not in my DNA. And if people want to be there, that's fine. Like it's all good. I think it's funny. You know, but when we hit there, kill.
I noticed in your past interviews, I didn't see this intense. I can look at you and see how intense you are. In the past interviews, I didn't see that. What is it? Just because it's Jimmy Lane and you're fighting at the Patriot Center that's making you, you know, that intense, like you're really ready to fight?
I'm in the best shape of my life, and I mean, people, it's such a cliche. Like people say that all the time. Like, oh, dude, I am in phenomenal shape. I will not get tired. You know, I'm ready to go hard and go hard the whole night. And I just feel really good. You know, I think I'm always like an amped up guy. But yeah, I mean, you know, interviews, I feel really good about it because I do know everybody that's involved. And it's exciting. I mean, it truly is an exciting moment. I think people box their whole careers to get to a moment like this. And I know Jimmy has been in this moment for a long time. For me, this will be my first chance to get a taste. And I know I'm going to like it, and I'm not going to want to give it up. Like, I'm going to want to keep that moment, you know, and keep getting that moment over and over. And this is my first step in getting to where I want to be. And I think ultimately I had about 8 years of inactivity. This will erase it all. This will put me right where I need to be, and I'm already in a good position, rated 30 in the WBC. I mean, that's already got me so far ahead of everybody else. Just another step in the right direction.
Yeah, the question I asked Jimmy about, does he have a game plan, which I know you're not going to say, and I wouldn't want you to, but do you have a game plan prepared for this fight?
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah, we definitely have a game plan. Everybody's seen Jimmy fight, everybody's seen me fight. There's no, you know, I mean, he's been trained by a bunch of different people. He's done different things, but when that bell rings, he gets hit a couple times. He's going to do exactly what he's done.
So is your game plan? Are you confident, and have you seen something that you can expose with the game plan you put together?
I mean, look at Jimmy's last 5 fights. I mean, anybody can see what they can expose. Same with me. I mean, you know, from the outside in, it's easy. You know, I think ultimately when we get in there, we just gotta, you know, make our game plans work. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna be trying to implement the same thing, and we'll both be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
I think ultimately it's gonna be who's got the better game plan, who's on, and I feel on. Like, I mean, my last fight, I think a lot of people thought I did well, and I felt like I did horrible, but I watched it on tape, it looked good.
That was going to be my next question. When you watch yourself on tape and then you go and train after you watch the tape, do you try to fix things that you see that need to be fixed, or you just keep your style and just keep fighting through the fights? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, no, I mean, you're talking about as you move on from one fight to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
because you see, when you say I'm catching too many, I'm taking too many shots here. I need to put this hand up. I need to put that hand up. You know, do you make your adjustments?
Yeah, you want to make them adjustments for the flaws, and I mean, I definitely made flaws. I mean, everybody, like, people get it so twisted. Like, you swim, you're gonna get wet. You box, you're gonna get hit. That's it. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, you got hit. Oh my gosh, you got a black eye. Like, I mean, like, it's so insane. Like, you watch the top guys, all of them get hit. I mean, you're in a sport where you're going to get hit, the other guy's going to get hit. It's going to be who lands the better shots and who's able to implement their plan and withstand and, you know, conquer the other person.
Final question. Do you think you'll be able to knock him out?
I think I'm gonna be able to win, whether it comes by knockout or a decision. I'm in phenomenal shape. Like, just like I said, I just fought 3 weeks ago. We've only intensified, and I was ready to go last week with 10 rounds. So, and I'll tell you this, I know for a fact there's no possible way Jimmy Lange is stronger than that kid that I just fought. I mean, he was punching. I took some shots right on the chin, never bobbled me, never where I was like, oh my gosh, you know, just walk right through him. You know, so I was in really good shape. I'm in really good shape now. You know, so I think he knows he's going to be in for a fight, and I know I'm going to be in for a fight. I'm preparing for a tough fight. You know, and I'm looking for October 27th to be a great night. Jetta Promotions rides into the Patriot Center to take on Lange Promotions. October 27th. Come out, check out a good old-fashioned slugfest. October 27th. Jetta Promotions, Lange Promotions, head-to-head at the Patriot Center.
There you have it. Tony Mo Better Jetta.